Hey guys, Arwen here. So today's pick a card. There's going to be two piles. Pile number one is going to be this one. It's kind of this, I'm not sure what kind of bird this is, but it says nourishment while waiting. And then card number two is going to be this fox that says almost there. So I'm going to let you guys intuitively choose which pile you are. Okay. All right, let's start with pile number one, which is nourishment while waiting. All right, the cards that I have pulled for you, Judgment, Ace of Pentacles. I'm feeling like you have been doing a life review recently of like all different areas of your life. Maybe you've been changing different things, trying new habit patterns, trying to see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. I feel like you want to bring more opportunities in. You want to be able to have the capacity in order to receive more, do more, and maybe create some sort of new endeavor and birth that into your life. And in order to do that, you've been spending a lot of time reviewing what you've been doing, how you've been doing it, how you can do it differently, how you can switch up your routine, or how you need to think about things differently. But a lot of things have been shifting in the physical, so you can bring something new in and not only have the nervous system capacity to hold it, but have the physical space in your life in order to do it. And I feel like that this is creating more pockets of time for you. You are choosing and rearranging. Rearranging, I feel very highlighted for some reason. How you're doing things and when you're doing things. And maybe like habit stacking where you're doing 2 or 3 things together. And maybe you're doing them in a different time slot. Okay? And maybe even putting like something you like doing with some new habit, like watching TV while exercising, or like listening to a podcast while exercising, you know, something to the nature of that. You're like putting things together and creating new alchemical things. Okay, Magician card. Yeah, this is experimenting, getting your hands in the clay, seeing what works, what doesn't work, routines, habits, thinking of new ways of doing things, maybe getting inspiration from different content online or how other people do things, and then trying that out like as an experimentation. I do feel like there is a lot of experimentation going on, or there's about to be a lot of experimentation going on. Okay, then we have the 10 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so the things that are going on in your life that are not working for you, you're starting to see through them. You're seeing that, okay, maybe I've been doing this certain thing and it's been a coping mechanism, right? I've been doing this over and over and over, this habit pattern, this way of thinking, and it's really been a way for me to deal with this other underlying issue that maybe like I wasn't ready to deal with, or I couldn't see, or like I just didn't have the capacity to deal with. I feel like it's more likely a capacity problem. And as you've been like shifting how you're doing things, your routines, your thinking patterns, and rearranging things, it's creating this energetic space. And through this energetic space, you're like, oh, you know what? That was a coping pattern mechanism. I don't need to do that anymore. I am feeling that you might be switching things out. Okay, so instead of doing this, now you're doing this. An example of this in my own life is like I was eating ice cream every night because I love chocolate. And then I was like, wait, I'm just going to have a cacao drink instead. So I've been having cacao every night. I switched it out for the ice cream. I still get that chocolatey feeling. I love it, you know, but I feel like so much more healthy and nourished from the cacao, and not the ice cream, because the ice cream really was like disturbing my stomach. So anyways, that's an example of like switching something out. Okay, so you're realizing things that are not working for you. You're not willing to do them anymore. And I feel like you're in this phase of like identifying, like this 8 of Pentacles. All right, so he's got all these pentacles. He's working on the pentacles. I feel like you are working on multiple life areas at the same time because you are having a major life overhaul. Multiple things are changing for you. And like you're working on this area, and then you're working on this area, and then you're working on this area. And this actually feels good to me. This feels very balanced because I feel like you are molting and changing into a new person. And it's just like every day you're just like chopping wood, carrying water as to like becoming the new person. And it is going to add up. I feel like you are in the middle of this portal from like here to here. You're like somewhere in here, and you are going to get there. And you're just like flipping off switches of things that don't work, flipping on switches of things that do work, and you have been making movement, and it has been a steady progress, and you are going to continue to get there. Nourishment while waiting. This is making more sense now. Okay, so we have King of Cups, the Hierophant, Queen of Cups. So choosing to do your new habits and the changes that you're making based on feeling like you are receiving, feeling like you deserve to receive, and doing it from this energy of like, I am in command, I am, you know, being the overseer of my life. Like, do I like this? Do I not like this? Like, it's very much doing it from this creator matrix or creatrix perception. You know, like, is this nourishing me? Is this making me feel alive? Is this making me feel revitalized? As you go through your different pentacles, you're going to notice like certain parts, certain pentacles, okay, certain areas of your life, like, oh man, this is draining. This is a no-go situation, right? Definitely need to change that. And so you're more embodying this like creatrix energy. Is this creating a complete change and transformation for you? And I just feel like this change and transformation is just like a few months, right? Because there are so many things that need to change. It's easier to just physically every day just change a couple things, switch a couple things, switch a couple things, switch a couple things. Like you're going, right? All right, so 3 of Wands. You are going to get to the other side. You are going to have so much capacity on the other side because you're letting go of these things that you do not need, that are not for you, that are dragging you down, that are making you sad. They're just not nourishing you, and they really need to go. Some of these things are connected to other people, right? And so that will have to be addressed, and it can be addressed in stages. This very much feels like a stair-steppy reading, not like everything's happening like this, but like you're actually doing this, okay? Okay, so I have gym, strength, endurance, fitness routine, swimming pool, sunbathing, tanning, pool, and games. Okay, being outside is extremely important. Being in the water is extremely important. And when I feel into the water, something about like, even if it is the pool at the gym, you know, and it's not like actually a pool outside, like even that will be beneficial because then you are, it's something about like allowing your emotions to process and like filter through so you can like synthesize things. That's why the water is important. Movement, using it to wash things away. When I tap into the gym energy, I could be running, it could be jump roping, it could be playing pickleball. It doesn't have to be the gym, but some sort of active movement is moving the energy through your body. It's bringing in new energy. It's allowing you to discharge the old. And it's also like reprogramming your cells into this new sort of energy that you're in of, you know, movement and vitality and not being cooped up and feeling stuck anymore. You're like moving all of that stuck energy out. We have laboratory and mystic haven. It's so interesting. I pulled these in a video I did a couple days ago. You are in a laboratory right now. You are experimenting and like shifting through things. You know, do I like this? Do I not like this? So this is further confirmation because I already talked about that. And then mystic haven. You are creating a life that you enjoy and you love and feels expansive. And it's really just done one step at a time. It's just like one step after the other, which is nourishment while waiting. Really, this could say nourishment while moving through a portal because that's what it feels like to me. Like you're just every day you're shedding more of what you don't need and bringing in more of what you do need. And yeah, I feel like you guys, this is confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Okay. All right, pile number 2. You are the almost there with the fox. Okay. All right. This feels to me career related. Starting a new endeavor, a new business, most likely, but it could be a job. Knight of Wands. It's like this creative impulse you have inside you. You've got to follow it. This is about like really stepping into your passion, your joy, your excitement. Like, what do you want to do? How do you want to do things? Like throwing yourself into it. This is about like being in the energy of your body, feeling what lights you up and gives you joy and doing what you want to do. This is not about being in your head. This is like being centered. Like when you feel excited and you're happy, what do you want to do? When you are, what is the thing that when you're doing it, you lose track of time and you literally have like no idea, and it's the easiest thing in the world for you. Like, cultivating that, being in that energy, putting that energy first, whatever makes you feel like that. And I'm also hearing too, like this like thing that you want to do, even if you like don't feel like doing it, like it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, oh, well, I should do this thing. But like, you don't feel like it. By starting to do the thing, then you will feel like it, right? By getting in the energy of the movement, then you'll be like, oh, and then you'll be all into it, right? Whereas you weren't feeling it like 10 minutes ago. In my own life, I do follow that practice. So I give myself permission, even if I don't feel like doing the thing, I start doing the thing. If 10 minutes later, I don't want to do it, I give myself permission to stop doing it. And 90% of the time I want to keep doing it. And 10% of the time I'm like, no, this isn't aligned, and then I stop. So that is like a rule you can put in your head to be like, okay, you know, let me just do the thing. Instead of talking yourself out of it, right? I feel like you spend more time talking yourself out of it than talking yourself into it. All right, 6 of Swords. That is what I just said about the talking yourself in versus talking yourself out of it. I start to talking yourself into it because I feel like this is going to work. There is like opportunity on the other side of this. There's money on the other side of this. It feels very, very soon to me, like weeks, days. It's not very far out, but you do need to be in the energy of doing the thing and allow it to compound. So I am feeling like even if you can only do like a small chunk now, right? Maybe you want to do, on a scale of 1 to 10, you want to be doing an 8 every day, but you don't have capacity for that. Just do the 2. Do the 2 for like a week and then up it to like a 3 and then do a 3 for a week and then up it to like a 4 and then do a 4 for a week. You're going to be way further than if you just do nothing, okay? And keep telling yourself you need to show up at an 8 when you like don't have that ability. Okay, this is a completely new era for you if you really choose to step into this energy. Like, if you knew it was going to work and you were really excited and you committed to it, like what would you be doing? Like this new version of you, this new person, I feel like you're going to get there no matter what. Like it's done. It feels to me like it's faded. It's already in the energy. It's just like, how soon are you going to do it? Are you going to do it within 2 months? You could do it in 4 months. You could do it in 7 months. Like these are all like, they look like energetic possibilities in front of you of things that you could choose and do. And it's really up to you. You need to make the decision. You're like, okay, I'm doing this. If I was going to go all in, what would I do? How would I do it? How would I arrange it? Okay. And then also asking yourself, like, what is my capacity right now? And just doing what your capacity is. And then you can up the capacity. 6 of Wands reversed and the Devil. You're afraid of it not working. You're afraid of like being sad that you're like, oh, like I feel like you want this so bad. And you just don't want the disappointment and sadness of it didn't work, or you're going to have to go back to the thing you were doing before. It's this feeling of, oh my God, the last thing I want to do is go back to what I was doing before, just to go in that energy. You're like, oh, there's no way I want to do that. Okay, there's no way I want to do that. All right, so path forward is like commit to the thing, choose to do the thing. Also, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, I'm feeling like you're going to have to take action to get more emotional alignment. I know you kind of want to like feel the emotional alignment first and then take the action. These cards are saying start taking action, even if it's at just a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10, because it's going to shift you emotionally. And then you're going to think of new ideas with this Page of Cups, new creative ways to do things, how to rearrange things. It'll just come to you, okay, through doing the thing. Through taking the action, you're going to have more emotional alignment. Through more emotional alignment, you're going to get more downloads of what to do, how to do it. You'll be talking to somebody about something you just did, and they'll be like, oh, da 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 da, and you're like, oh, that's a great idea, right? Like I feel like it's opening the floodgates for more things to come to you, to pour into your life. Queen of Pentacles, the Fool. This can allow you to be I don't know if it's completely financially independent, but you'll be more financially independent. Like the money will start to come in, the opportunities will start to come in. You'll have more to work with, more ways to do things. It's going to open up a whole new avenue for you, right? Everything's going to be different for you, but I'm hearing like trust is important, emotional, getting a little bit emotionally uncomfortable, and then in that uncomfortableness you'll have new ideas. Like you've got to have some sort of movement forward in order to get ideas and inspiration. The reason why you're not sure what to do is because you're not moving forward enough. Okay, so I also pulled the Knight and the Traveler. All right. We have, how many Knights do we have in here? We had another Knight in here. 2 Knights. We had the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, then we have Traveler, Seeker of Adventure, Horizons, Experience. What is something new you've been wanting to do with this? What are some ideas? Like, I feel like maybe you've either written them in your notes or your phone or on sheets of paper somewhere of like, well, I could do it like this. Like, that was like a fleeting idea at one point. Like, what was that? Okay, traveling to new lands. This might mean getting on a different social media platform if what you're wanting to do is on the internet. Okay, are you on the right social media platform? Is there another one? And also, this is for a very certain, like maybe like 15% of you. Have you looked up new social media platforms? Okay, like lots of people are getting off certain social medias because they're like, there are many reasons, but there are social media platforms that make people feel energized and in overflow. And so maybe there's a different media for what you're doing. Okay. For some of you, it's not going to have to do with media at all. It has to do with maybe you're doing in-person things. Okay. I have a friend who makes jewelry and she does a lot of pop-up things, and she goes to every single fair in the summer and all the things. She's actually making a lot of money doing it, and it's like what she's doing is super analog, but it's definitely working. Okay, so with the Knight and the Traveler, what new things can you try? Okay, what new avenues can you explore? Because I feel like one of those avenues, you've already thought of it, it's already occurred to you, can be like the avenue that you're like, oh man, this was a great idea. But you're not going to know unless you try. Like, you've got to start more exploration. All right, so I also pulled Stranger, Encounters by Chance, Mutual Friend, New Friend. Do you know anyone who's doing what you want to do? Are there different groups on the internet of people where you feel like you could get support, where people are already doing that? It could be a Facebook group, it could be a Discord group. And then we pulled Blacksmith. Okay, are there other people doing what you want to do? I'm sure that there are. Everybody's already pretty much done everything. You know, I do feel like you could get some serious answers by getting in groups of like-minded people that are already doing the thing that's what Blacksmith means. They're already doing the thing that you want to do. Okay. And these would be new people coming in by the Stranger card. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, volunteer. That's a great idea. Can you volunteer somehow and learn or meet new people through doing that thing? And then we have Dancer and Architect. Yeah, so you're going to get the blueprint, the plans for what you want to do through actively doing it. I'm feeling that with the Dancer, and through hanging out with other people that are also doing that thing as well. That could be online in groups. That could also be in-person groups, because I'm not really sure what your all's creative endeavor is. But there is support for you. There are other people and that can help you. And getting in, even if it's a volunteer group or like a group where you like trade things or you like learn to do the thing with other people, I feel like that's available for you guys. And it's right there. And through doing that, you'll get more divine inspiration and ideas of how to do things. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. My name was Arwen. I'm a psychic intuitive and I like to read cards. So I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.